Area Television.
Hi, I'm Lori Betts. Welcome to Golden Years. This month we are featuring Medina County Auditor Mike Kovack. So come on back.
You have the time to give and your country needs you. Take what you learned during your life and apply those skills to your community. Shape tomorrow by being a mentor and tutor for children. Make independence a reality for people to continue to make their house their home. Make a difference today. Get involved.
Hello, my name is Cindy Schneider and I'm the Executive Director of the Hands Foundation. We are a county-wide nonprofit dedicated to helping improve the quality of life for Medina County seniors. If you have any questions regarding any type of senior issues, please don't hesitate to call us at 216-780-4135 or visit our website at www.hands-foundation.org. Thank you.
Welcome, Mike. Thanks for coming on the Golden Years.
Thank you very much for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And we know you're a busy man, and we know a lot happens in that office.
An awful lot happens, yes indeed. Some we can talk about too.
Okay. And things we don't need to know, right?
Very little, yes indeed.
All right, let's start out with, well, tell us how many years you have been auditor.
Actually, I just completed my 18th year in January, so yeah, much longer than I ever thought, but it works out. Things are still going well, and we haven't had any riots there lately, so I'm going to make it through this year, I think, I hope.
That's a good thing. Good
yes,
thing.
indeed.
Good. And you must like your job. You must like the position.
We enjoy it. Actually, it makes a difference. We're able to make a difference in a lot of people's lives, and as you know, in your line of work, that makes a difference in helping it be easy to come to work every day, most of the days.
Except when you get that disgruntled taxpayer on the phone.
Oh, one or two, yeah. We're good with that too. You know, we like to know if things are wrong. We'd rather have people tell us so, and most of them do.
I'm sure they share with you.
Yes, indeed.
Tell us about the homestead exemption.
The homestead exemption is a great program. If you're 65 years of age or older, it was one that was put into effect 2 or 3 years ago now. And it's eligible to all seniors 65 years of age or older who own and reside in their own home. There used to be income requirements on it. You had to meet certain income requirements to get that. But it's a terrific tax break. It can be as high as $500 and something per year off your taxes, maybe down to a low of the low to mid $400. So again, that's a nice relief once you hit the age of 65 and you're living in your own home.
Do you put a cap on it, or?
No, it's based upon the tax rate and where you live. So
Okay.
Brunswick Hills would be a little bit different than Brunswick City, and Brunswick Hills, if you're in the Highland School District versus the Brunswick School District and Hinckley, they all have different tax rates. So it's dependent on the tax rate where you live. I don't switch it around depending who I like better. Not up to me.
Is this a one-time application, or do they have to do this annual?
Actually, that is a change too. It's a one-time application, and then you may get some communications from us annually after that, but you only have to sign up the one time. In the old program, you had to reapply every year. So that, again, it streamlines it a little bit. And it is an application process. You do have to make application to get on the program.
Short application?
Very short application. Basically, your address, your date of birth, and we may card you depending on just to make sure of your age. But actually, you can actually fill it out. You don't even have to come into the office. It's available on our website at www.medinacountyauditor.org under forms, and they can download it there and fill it out and send it in whenever the year that they turn 65. Yes.
Good. Do a lot of people take advantage of this?
Absolutely. We've seen the numbers skyrocket since the new program went into effect. I think we've got about 12,000 people on the program right now. I was just looking at those numbers the other day. Yeah, a little more work from our office, but it's well worth it for the 65 years and older population.
Very good. Good program.
Absolutely.
What about all these foreclosures happening in the county?
Actually, we're in better shape than a lot of other places, but again, any foreclosure or anybody having problems staying in their house is an emergency, and we've seen a spike just like most of the other places. So because of that, actually, my office, we instituted a program to help out people who are having trouble making their mortgage payments. We actually partnered with a nonprofit out of Cleveland called ESOP, ESOP, Empowering and Strengthening Ohio's People. And we've got a full-time staff person working on that, and actually just about everyone else in the office has been helping out on a part-time basis. But what we tell people, if you're having trouble making your mortgage payments, to call us sooner rather than later, because again, it's not a panacea. It may not, it doesn't cure every problem, but there are a lot of options for people who are having trouble making their mortgage payments. And so if they contact our office from Brunswick, 225-7100, we've got some people who know the programs backwards and forwards. You're going to have to go through your financial information with us, but then the ESOP, the organization, actually communicates with their bank or mortgage company, and they have agreements with probably about the 17 or 18 largest lenders in the United States, as well as many others, and so they can go to these lenders and they've got an agreement that they will talk to them, because one of the biggest problems for people who are having trouble making their payments is being able to talk to someone at the bank to be able to make a decision. I don't know if you've ever tried to get hold of your mortgage company on the phone. I have. And
Was it a project?
It's not easy to do, to get a person to talk to. So again, the thing is, if you're having any problems with making your mortgage payments, give us a call. And again, Denise, actually from our office, is the main person overseeing that. There's a number of programs available, and based on your situation, we can try and help get you into one of those.
That's wonderful. That's good.
Yes, indeed.
And how about taxes? I mean, are people like slowly paying their taxes?
Taxes are still there. I got this phone call from the owner of GTB Medical the other day complaining they had to pass it to me. But actually, the thing about property taxes is unless there's a new levy passed, property taxes are pretty steady. And this year, for the first time in Medina County, actually last year, we actually lowered property values on a reappraisal based on what's going on in the market.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, the statistics drive it. Even when the values go up, well, I'm not driving it, but we do the analysis of the market, and it's done every 3 years, and that clearly sales were down from what they were the previous time around. So I think up in the Brunswick area, I don't have the statistics available, but we reduced values about 7%. Now, there's this little law that keeps coming back, House Bill 920, which was actually passed to protect people when values were going up. It didn't allow the taxes to go up as much when values are rising. Unfortunately, it works in reverse. When the property values come down, the taxes don't come down in direct proportion to that amount. So basically in Brunswick, I'd have to look. The school districts had to adjust some of their tax millages also, but pretty much the taxes were flat here, maybe up a little or up or down a little bit. I didn't look at that before I came in this morning. I didn't know I was going to get asked that.
No problem.
But they're pretty much steady. So with the values going down a little bit.
And then with the property taxes, if they have a hard time making their house payment, do you work with like Mrs. Jones as far as their property taxes?
Actually, there are some payment plans that are worked through the treasurer's office. Actually, we don't collect the taxes.
Oh, that's right.
But no, that's okay. That's because we get the questions anyhow. We do all the appraisals. We interact with all the taxing districts. We calculate the tax bills. We create the tax bills. The treasurer's office mails them out and collects the bills. So, but there are payment plans available through the treasurer's office if people are having trouble making payments, and so they can set up a payment plan, and they would just need to contact the treasurer's office. Again, the same number, 330-225-7100, and they can ask about payment plans there. So
that's good to know. I mean,
absolutely.
When people are having money issues, I mean, when they see the big tax bill come in, if they're not paying it with their house payment,
right.
I mean, that could be.
And something else to look at, if people are having trouble making their payments of any type, one of the things they want to do is check the valuation that we have on their home. Because again, while we reduced values this past year, there may be areas where we didn't reduce it enough. and they can appeal their property value to what's called the Medina County Board of Revision until March 31st of this year. The deadline's coming here.
Okay.
But again, that form's available online at our website. But you're going to want to look, check some sales around you. I mean, if you think your property value is too high, you can actually go on our website and check all the sales on your street, all the sales on the surrounding street, and just get some idea as to what they are. You don't want to just come in and say, my taxes are too high. It
Lower 'em.
won't do you any good, because the Board of Revision looks at the value. We really can't affect the tax rate. That's passed by your local community, the school districts, the city, the townships, the health district. Those are passed by each individual district, but what we can look at is the value of your house. And there is an appeals process called the Medina County Board of Revision that people can fill out. So again, if you're having financial difficulties, even if you're not, it's still worthwhile to take a look at that, and all the information you need to check how we've done with your value is available on our website, and we'd encourage you to do that, except you, of course. Yours is fine. Yours is fine up there on Pearl Road.
Good thing, good thing.
Yes.
I think we just got that in the mail a couple weeks ago.
There you go. Good, yes.
I know for years you were involved in Adopt Dog.
The Adopt-a-thon, yes,
Adopt-a-thon.
Medina County Adopt-a-thon, yes
So
indeed.
share with the audience what that's all about.
Actually, again, because we are the dog licensing agency in Medina County, as the auditors are throughout the state. And again, we worked very closely with the Medina County Animal Shelter and a number of great animal groups in the county, SPCA, Save Ohio Strays. I can't think of them all. I'm going to insult somebody, but there's some great groups. Kitten Crazy, we'll get Wendy in there. But there's some wonderful animal groups in Medina County. And what happened at that time, the Medina County Animal Shelter was struggling, to adopt out their dogs, because if they did not, of course, these animals are put down. I mean, that's the hard fact that most people don't want to look at. So we got involved with trying to help them adopt out their dogs and cats, and it became the Medina County Adopt-a-thon, the first Saturday in May of every year. It's actually a national date that we got in on. It's now become a regional adopt-a-thon, where I think we have 40 or 50 groups, animal groups, come in out to the Armory now, the National Guard Armory in Medina. And for the full day, we've got people adopting out pets. You can come in and see if this one suits your personality. My parents came in last year and adopted a cat that fits their personality perfectly. This cat, it works out well, Charlie. But if people are in the market for an animal, and studies have shown, particularly as you get older, an animal in your life does wonders for your health.
Yes, it does.
Because again, it's just like having a child around again. You got to take care of this. So this animal, take them out for walks, care for them. I have a cat myself. My schedule doesn't allow me to have a dog, but if your schedule does, a dog is actually better because you get them out and walk them. It's
true.
great
Exercise for you and the animal.
Absolutely. So the Adopt-a-thon, the first Saturday in May, is a great event if you're in the market to get an animal. It's a great place to come out, and even if you're not in the market, there's a lot of pet products and things available, and information available. They can come out and have your picture taken with your pet for no charge, and a lot of other things, some grooming clinics and things, dog shows and things going on. So if you're an animal lover, it's the place to be. We've had skunks and porcupines and horses and chickens available for adoption, lizards, snakes, you name it. It's actually a great place for the kids too. There's a lot of kids things going on.
So a lot of
it's
people,
free, all free. Yeah,
good. A lot of people do attend.
Oh yeah, actually, it's we've got attendance into the thousands of people coming out for that event. So yes, indeed, great event.
And you have to remind the audience that it is an annual dog license, animal license.
Yeah, if you do have a dog out there, it does have to be licensed. We're past the deadline, January 31st of every year. But if you get a new dog, you do have to license it within 30 days. So you would contact our office. You can actually do it online also. But again, the license, not only is it state law required,
correct,
but it's also your pet's ticket home if they do get lost, because we reconnect scores of owners each year whose pets, those pets who never go out of the house somehow got away,
they snuck away.
And their dog license is their ticket home. Yes.
That's good. Good to share that
indeed.
with them. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and then you're going to come back and tell us what else.
Outstanding things.
All right, thank you. We'll be right back.
Losing weight's a lot harder than gaining it, but with every step I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and that makes every step very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
You're watching The Bat.
Hello? I've been on the street for a while. I saw your poster outside. I don't know what to do.
National Runaway Switchboard, how can I help? Call 1-800-RUNAWAY to make the connection.
We are back with Auditor Mike. And Mike, tell me, are there scams for the seniors about the foreclosures?
Oh boy,
happening?
Lori, that is just a real sore spot, and it's a real problem, not only in Medina County, but across the United States. What we tell people, first of all, is never ever give your money to anyone besides a local attorney if you're dealing with a foreclosure issue. The scams are all over the place, and they're good. Because I bought my house on a VA loan, I must get almost once a week mailings saying I can lower my interest rate, call these people. And I did call one time, and they could lower my interest rate. It just cost me $7,000 up front, which they would be more than willing to roll into my loan. But there's a lot of others worse than that saying, we'll help you get out of your foreclosure, you just need to give us $1,500 up front. And we have seen, because we deal with most people in foreclosure situations, in Medina County alone, we have lost tens of thousands of dollars to these scams. So again, I cannot emphasize enough, if you're having trouble making your mortgage payment, do not give money to anyone besides a local attorney, because there are even some, and I can't call them scams because there's a legal issue, but there are, I've been corrected on my language, but there are attorneys from outside of this area who are involved with these offers to help people out, which are providing you less service than we would provide you through your county auditor's office. But they will take a fee for it, where if you with us there is no fee. And again, we're offering better service than those people would offer you. A lot of them are taking your money and running. So yes,
That's a shame.
Absolutely, it's a terrible shame. So yes.
So you need to call your office.
Call
and trust
our
the people
office,
in the office.
or if you want to deal with a local attorney, that's great. But a local attorney, what someone outside this county has any business doing in a local foreclosure action, I don't know. Might have something to do with making money, though, is my perception.
Yeah. Okay. So if they call the local attorney, sorry attorneys, they'll be reasonable with their fees.
Oh, well, I can't speak. Certainly, the local attorneys are. Can deal with the issue. They may direct them elsewhere.
Okay.
But in fact, they probably more than likely will refer them to a local, what's called a HUD counseling agency, which is what we are.
Okay.
So you're going to have to go through that process almost at any time. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Right.
How was your annual chili cook-off? I attend it every year, even though I hate
was,
chili. But
It was
I've even cooked before for you too.
You've done an outstanding job. It was great as always. We have that down at the Medina Eagles every year. It's our 17th year, the longest and the best chili cook-off in Medina County. So for any of those chili aficionados out there, it will happen next year in February again. And any great cooks out there who think they can crack that top 10 chili cookers in Medina County, they just have to give me a call. We'll see if they're up to the standards.
All right. And it's always a very nice event.
It's a fun event, yes indeed. Absolutely.
Okay, did you have a dog contest? Did I read something in your newsletter?
Every year we have the Medina County Top Dog Contest. The fourth graders in the county get a chance to write an essay on why they believe their dog is the top dog in Medina County, and it's always a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet.
We have, I believe, Kristen Cook from Wadsworth was our winner this year, and Charles Kashi from Kidder Elementary up here was second. Abby Montgomery from Blake Elementary was fourth, and Janine Al Ramsey out of Medina also was our fourth place winner. We go down to sixth there, but it's a lot of fun. And when we do the awards ceremony, we have the kids bring their dogs in.
Oh, how neat!
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So and we do that to promote again awareness of dog licensing season for dogs. So it works out real well. I stole that idea from the Hancock County Auditor. It's worked out very well.
Did you thank him? Did you thank him for it?
Absolutely, every year I do.
Going back to the dog license, I was watching, I won't tell you what TV station,
Right.
but the newscaster was amazed. She was so proud of herself that she got the dog license for 1 year.
Right.
She was unaware that you have to do it annually.
Yes, indeed.
She just thought, I think when it was a puppy, you got the license and you were done. So they corrected her.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm sure she went out the next day and got that license.
And the thing, too, to keep in mind with the dog licensing fees, those fees go directly to operate the Medina County Animal Shelter. All of that money that comes from your dog fee goes to run the Medina County Animal Shelter. So, again, and they do a tremendous job out there, again, with stray animals and trying to get those placed. And anytime if there's problems with, some animals are just aggressive, the animal shelter will be involved, too. But they do a great job of looking out for the animals in Medina County. So that's where your dog license fees go to. They don't come to me. We may collect it, but we pass it right through to the Medina County Animal Shelter.
Are there more strays out there now?
Actually, yeah, again, with the economic crisis that's been going on, again, I think we've seen the bottom, certainly here in Medina County, and we're starting to see some sunlight at the end, so just to let people know. But yeah, in talking with the shelter, and we deal very closely with them, they have seen a lot of dogs left behind when people move out of houses and things like that. Some more dogs running free because people may have, they can't care for them, and so they may just let them go, so they have certainly seen their activities increase over the past couple years.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they think they're doing something good for the dog, but when they just leave it out.
Well, and again, for people, if you're in that situation, make the call. Not only the animal shelter, but there's a number of other organizations who can step in if that situation arises and take care of that dog. I mean, it does happen. Nobody likes to be in that situation, but we're aware of that, and so people can help them out. It's much better than just to let that dog or that cat out the door and close the door and leave. Particularly we're coming out of winter now, but it's that's not a good situation in winter or in summer when it gets hot too. So make the call. There's someone who can help you out in that situation.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about computing your taxes, your 2011 tax bill.
There's always, whenever the new tax bills and stuff come out, and those are just gone by the wayside for most folks, but folks who pay their taxes with their mortgage, they'll get that change coming up. But if a lot of people have questions of where does that tax money go, we have a brochure that's available on that, how to compute your tax bill, where your taxes go. But also, again, if you go to our website, actually, and you pull up your individual property, there's a button up there that clicks, where do my taxes go? And it will show you exactly where all of your taxes go, so for your specific property. So they're really, and people do have the question, but we have the answer for you. You shouldn't be any question out there where your taxes go, if you go to our website, again, www.medinacountyauditor.org, and pull your property up, you can find out exactly where your taxes are going. And even, you know what, if you own a property, you should go to our website and check it just to see. You know, we do make errors. We do about 85,000. It's hard to believe, I understand that, but we do about 85,000 parcels that we appraise. We appraise them for about $9 each. If you went to a commercial appraiser, they would charge you $300 to $500. So for the amount of money we spend, we do an outstanding job. I would stack us up against any auditor in the state, but there's just going to be errors out there, and so you really should check, because if they're errors that hurt you, let us know. If they're errors in your favor, you know, you don't have to let us know. We'll catch up to those eventually, we hope. But it's really worthwhile to go out and check and make sure we've got your measurements correct, make sure that the value that we have on your home you think is in line, and just number of bathrooms, things like that, things that may make a difference on your value and therefore your taxes.
And the people that remodel and then they forgot to share with anybody. And
well, you know what, there's a lot of, sometimes there's some misinformation. You know, in fact, I was talking to someone the other day, I'm just going to let my house run down. It's not, you know, it's not worth keeping your house up. Those come into play, but not as much as some people may think. There's a lot of things, maintaining your house, painting, scraping, new windows and such, that really are not going to affect the value from our point of view, and they will do you wonders on perhaps your heating and cooling bills and some other things. So, in fact, we have a whole brochure on things you can do to your house to maintain it that won't affect your value and therefore your taxes. So, and that's available online, or of course we can mail it out to folks too. So,
okay.
yes.
So all your brochures are online?
All of our brochures are online. We even have some of them online in Spanish. We had an intern one year working with us who was a Spanish major. So you know what? Why don't you translate some of these? So we don't print those up, but they are available on the website. So a lot of good information. Again, for most people, their houses is typically their number one investment, so it's worthwhile to put a little time into it to make sure that you're not paying any more than your fair share of taxes. So I hear that a lot. So we want to help you ensure that. Yes.
And it's, I mean, all the information's out there now. So I mean, it's just
the website
to go on.
Yeah, the website's wonderful. I mean, you can uncover, you know, we're not hiding anything. You know, it's and again, we may make mistakes, but it really is incumbent upon the homeowner to check up on that. We every 3 years we mail people out their values and stuff. But again, with this changing market, it doesn't hurt for you to check your individual property. You may know better than us, and if you bring it to our attention, you know, we will address it. And quite frankly, if you've got questions and things, you can email us. Actually, I still answer all the email on our website. So you know, if you need to talk to me, you can certainly get through and ask the question. I'll be more than honest with you in my opinion of that value, yes.
And I think you're a pretty honest guy.
Well, thank you, Lori Betts.
I don't live in Medina,
but you work here and
you
know me very well.
I work business here, but we won't talk about what county I'm coming from.
Pretty honest guy. I guess I'll take that in this day and age.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're very good. I mean, you support Medina County.
And it's a great place to live, yes,
and
indeed.
You've been, and ever since I've known you, I know you've always been involved in the community, the county.
I grew up here. There's a lot of great organizations, a lot of good things going on in the county. I'm just happy to be a part of that. It's nice.
And we're glad you are.
Thank you very much.
And we spend the week together every year at the fair.
At the fair, that's true. Great event, yes, indeed.
So we will see you next month, and have a good month.
Hello, my name is Cindy Schneider, and I'm the Executive Director of the Hands Foundation. We are a county-wide nonprofit dedicated to helping improve the quality of life for Medina County seniors. If you have any questions regarding any type of senior issues, please don't hesitate to call us at 216-780-4135 or visit our website at www.hands-foundation.org. Thank you.
View this and other great BAT programs by visiting bat.pegcentral.com. Brunswick Area Television's on-demand service, streaming on the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.